What's good, fellas? In this video, I want to talk about why body game and semen retention are the 1-2 punch. All right, so if you already watched my videos about body game, you kind of already know the angle that I take. You know what I'm saying? It's always about building yourself up, building self-respect, discipline, etc., etc. All right. But if this is your first time watching me, it's so important to practice body game. Take it from a dude that used to be super skinny, you know what I mean? Like eating once a day. This was years ago. But body game, it builds up your frame, okay? It builds up your frame physically, and it builds up your frame on like an energetic masculine level as well too. If you're a skinny dude and life just feel like it's beating you down all the time, if you're trying to carry groceries and they feel like these shits are heavy as hell, you need to get in the gym, okay? And I know it can be intimidating in the beginning. You could feel like, that's not for me. You know, I'm just gonna chill here, man. I'm gonna play on the game and stuff. You know, I'm good at Madden. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta lift no weights or whatever. I'm messing around, but it's really important, man, to get in the gym and start building up a solid frame. And it's not just simply for looks. It's going to make you feel so much better about yourself. Okay, you're gonna look in the mirror. You're gonna be proud of who you looking back at. And what man doesn't want that? You also gonna start getting attention from women. You're gonna start getting attention from everybody in your life, but women too. They appreciate a dude that takes care of himself. It shows that you value yourself. It shows that you prioritize your mental and your physical well-being. You know, and people appreciate that because not everybody can do it. Now, on the flip side of this, semen retention. Now, I always like to say this in my videos. I'm not a semen retention guru, but I am somebody that has experienced the benefits of this. You know, I do still, hang out with women. And when I do, I consciously choose to release. Okay. If you're following me on what I'm saying here, but I also don't pop off when I'm not with a woman. I'm not watching the adult content. I'm not playing with myself and releasing multiple times a day or at all throughout the day. I stopped doing that. And I've realized that when you stop doing that, you preserve so much more of your natural energy. It's crazy what semen retention does, honestly, bro. This also, like, what I've noticed too is it heightened my intuition. I started noticing that I could feel and sense like, okay, that's probably not a good decision to do that. You know, like there's times in your life where you may kind of sense that, but this was like louder. The voice was loud in my head, and I was like, oh shit, like I can actually really like feel this. I kind of had a feeling of like something was going to go a certain way, and it did. But what I'm saying also is that semen retention also builds up your confidence too. It like unlocks this confidence that you have in yourself that's like been asleep. You don't know it's even there because you've been deadening your confidence by releasing all the time. That's why you feel so nervous when you're around chicks all the time. That's why you feel so anxious. And if you want to stop feeling like anxiety all the time, and if you want to start feeling calmer and more grounded, not just around women, but just as you walk through your life as a man, then you got to stop releasing all the time. And you have to stop watching the adult content. That is warping your mind and how you see women out here in the world. When you watch that stuff all the time, it's wiring you to see women in through that fantasy lens. Think about it, man. Think about how you feel when you get around a woman that you find attractive. You probably can't even hold your shit. You just nervous and shit, anxious, don't know what to say. But when you start practicing semen retention, it keeps you cool and calm and grounded. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't just happen overnight. This is a muscle that you have to train too, just like when you're in the gym. And when you couple these things together, body game and semen retention, like I said, are like the 1-2 punch. Okay, so if you're feeling weak, if you're feeling like you lack confidence, like you don't get respected, like you get walked all over, like women they just look past you, you might want to try a couple of things here or not. Do what you do. But I'm telling you, take this from a dude that used to watch the adult content. I'm 41 years old. I've watched that stuff for decades. You know, I've had to rewire my brain. And I want to share with you some practices that I have discovered to be extremely helpful. These have allowed me to be around women and just be cool, calm, nonchalant. I can take it or leave it. I don't give a damn either way. That doesn't mean that I'm an asshole. I don't mean like I can take it or leave it like I'm an asshole. I mean like it is what it is. You become like more like a smooth criminal in a way, man. And then when you're practicing body game as well, and you start building up that physique, and people start giving you feedback, bro, how do you think you're going to feel? You're going to feel amazing. You're going to step into a new version of yourself. And that's what you're trying to do, right? So that you can learn how to step into a better version of yourself. So these are two ways that you can do that, man. Whether you choose to do it, that's on you. I'm not saying go live your life like a monk and go and don't sleep with women or don't be with women or that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you want to start to implement some mindfulness into your life. You want to start being mindful with where you're giving your energy and your attention to. When you're popping off all the time and watching the adult content all the time, it's almost like you don't even care who you're giving your attention to because you give it to anybody because you want to go reenact what you didn't see in the flicks. That stuff gets deep into your soul. And once you start stepping away from it, you kind of recreate your whole life experience in a way. Once you start keeping that energy within and not releasing it all the time, you have the energy to put into other things in your life, like working out. And I'm not saying you need to go work out just so you can have muscles. That's part of it. But the reason that you need those muscles, the reason that you need to build strength is so that you can be dependable, so that you can become more capable, so that you can be reliable like a man is in his life. That's why you need to do this, so that you can start to develop that self-worth, that self-respect, that discipline within yourself, because nobody is going to develop that for you. You have to do it. You got to get off the game. That is not helping you build up your frame. It's cool to play the game. I'm not saying don't ever play video games. I'm not somebody who's only like, don't play. I don't play games. I don't really play the video game. I did at one point in my life. I used to play it a lot. But I'm not trying to tell you, like, don't do that. You should have an outlet. You should have something that kind of lights up that little inner child in you and has fun. But it's all about balance, bro. If you're spending hours and hours on that, what are you not doing? Where are you not getting in your life? That's how I want you to start looking at it. What are you doing today that is keeping you from becoming the man that you want to be? And these are a couple of things that I'm sharing with you that will help you to become the man that you're trying to be. Body game is the foundation. Once you start working out and people start noticing it, it's not just about getting looks, but the looks and the attention and the feedback that the world will start to give you will start to light you up in a way you ain't never experienced. You're going to start feeling so good about yourself. When you start experiencing like real strength and you can carry a bunch of shit and you're like, this shit don't weigh nothing. You're going to want to continue on this. You're going to want to continue building and growing. And there's other things you got to work on too. You know, I'm talking about body game and semen retention in this video specifically, but there's other areas like self-awareness, emotional intelligence that are going to make you more of a complete package. But I'm going to keep those away from this video right now. If you are interested in something like that, make sure you check out my playlist on emotional intelligence. But the goal of this is to teach you how to conquer yourself as a man, how to get out of your own way as a man, how to get rid of the doubt, the victim mentality, how to stop looking at life like the world is beating me down. It's coming at me and I don't know what to do. Grab your balls, find your balls first. Grab your balls and say, I got this. I'm about to go out there and build myself up. That's what I want you to do. And it's going to take you getting uncomfortable. You are going to have to get a lot uncomfortable in order to do this. But getting uncomfortable is good. It's not something that you should fear or you should run from. I used to do that too. I hated being like uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck is this? Like my nervous system couldn't even handle it. Like, whoa, shit, I don't like this. So you want to start getting uncomfortable. Start doing hard things. Start setting little mini goals for yourself. I'm going to do 10 push-ups today and make sure that you do them. Be consistent. Start to develop a follow-through game. And what that does is that's going to start to develop trust within yourself. You're going to start trusting yourself because you're going to be able to say you're going to do something and you're going to do it. And the more times you do that, the more you're going to build that muscle of trust within yourself. If you say you're going to go to the gym, go to the gym. It's okay to miss. It's okay to have balance. You know what I'm saying? I have those days too where I may miss a day. I don't beat myself up about it. It's about having, what's up, bro? It's about having grace with yourself. But it's also about knowing what the journey is and what the path is. And if you kind of get knocked back a little bit, it's okay because you can get back on that journey. You have grace with yourself. These are lifestyle shifts that I'm talking about here. Body game, semen retention, these are lifestyle shifts. If you are tired of where your life is right now, you have to take a hard look at what you are doing in your life that is keeping you stuck. These are a couple of things that will help you get unstuck, but it's going to take work. But if you're ready for work, if you're ready to start doing things that are going to challenge you and that are going to make you step out of your comfort zone, then these are two things that you need to really get on. Get your ass in the gym. Go get a gym membership. Stop watching the adult content. And in order to stop watching that, you are going to have other positive, healthy habits to substitute that with. Because you're going to be sitting in the crib, and there's going to be times where you're starting to feel lonely. You're starting to feel bored. You're going to pull out your phone and go to the website. It's going to happen. And if you know that is going to happen, in order to set yourself up for success, you got to have a plan in place. That's why a lot of us fail at stuff like this, because we don't have a plan. I'm here to help you, man. All right. So if you got any value out of this video, please smash that like button, fellas. I really appreciate it. It helps this video and this message reach more men so that we can start taking control of our lives, man. So we can learn to conquer ourselves and get out of our own ways. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out one of my other videos on body game or semen retention. I'll leave one of them floating here for you. And I will see you fellas in the next video. Peace.